And I don't know what your responsibilities will be in relation to him, but what does he look like on film? How talented is he? How good is he? How tough is he to cover?
Oh, yeah, he's really good. You know, we've seen him the last couple of years, and he's always been a big matchup for us. So he's a really good player, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
That said, you guys have had quite a bit of success this year against tight ends, whether that be the Oregon guy or really anybody. What have you guys done well in guarding that particular position?
You know, I don't think it's any one thing in particular. I think it's a lot of guys covering a couple dudes. You know, it makes a big difference when you have a lot of guys who can do it. And I think that's one of the great things about our room is that we're really versatile, and it could be any four of us who are out there at a given time. So.
Their running back Taylor, what have you kind of seen from him on film? He's kind of a newer guy.
Big, strong kid, physical. You know, you don't see that out of a lot of freshmen like that. So he's the real deal, definitely, and we're going to have to wrap up and tackle well.
So he's kind of typical Wisconsin running back that you can expect? Or?
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you play those guys, you expect someone like that every year, whether the guy from last year's gone, that you know they're always going to reload. So. And I know they still got a lot of some same backs that they had last year too, so they got a good stable of backs.
I know he's redshirted this year, I think just to kind of get him acclimated to the collegiate level, but we've seen how to guide him.
Guy is a physical freak. That was pretty obvious right when he got here. You know, he showed up, he was a little bit lighter, and he put weight on fast and got big and strong, and he was already a fast kid. So it's cool to see him develop, and I know everybody's really excited about him.
When you think about what his future may be, maybe lining up opposite you next year, what is that exciting?
Oh yeah, everybody's excited for his future. You know, I think he's obviously got a long way to go, just like every other freshman does, but he's a heck of a player.
And what is having Chris back out there and Joshua this week? What has that brought to the defense this week?
Right. Yeah. You know, I mean, they're vocal leaders. You know, they've always been leaders, so it's good to have them back out here with us, and we're excited about it.
How does Chris look? I mean, does he look like Chris Jones yet, or is it kind of shaking the rest off still?
Oh yeah, Chris is. I don't think it'd matter if it was a week after. Or that dude is so mentally tough. He could look like himself. I mean, I couldn't believe he was hurt, to be honest, just because he's so positive in the way he works, you know. So, yeah, he looks like himself.
What was he kind of able to do with you guys defensively, just being around when he was trying to come back? I mean, was he pretty? Yeah,
he was always helpful. You know, he was helpful to those young DBs and always around, never missing meetings, always out here at practice. So, I mean, he was definitely a leader, acted how a leader should.
Coming into the season, did you ever imagine that you'd be getting to the point where you're playing 95, 100% in the snaps?
No, you know, I really had. It's crazy to think about where I was at last year in my redshirt freshman year and where I'm at now. So it's just a blessing, and thank God for the opportunity and a lot of hard work that came with it. But it's pretty cool.
Ben Stilley, he's kind of gone back and forth back at now a cat linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
What has he brought to the defense, and how impressed have guys been with what he's provided the last couple of weeks?
Very impressed. He's a big physical kid, and he works his butt off, you know, so it's not surprising to anybody. He's a great player, and it's good to see him make some plays out there.
Have you ever got Ben to smile? I mean, he's about the most serious guy.
Every once in a while he'll crack one, but you're lucky if you catch it. So.
He's dialed in.
He is. He's very dialed in.
Thanks.